Flint Gregory Hunt was an American individual whose life culminated in execution by the state of Maryland. Born on June 27, 1959, his name became associated with a significant crime in Baltimore history. He was executed on July 2, 1997, after spending over a decade on death row. His conviction stemmed from the murder of Baltimore police officer Vincent Adolfo. The crime occurred on November 18, 1985, in an East Baltimore alley. Officer Adolfo was shot twice during an encounter with Hunt. Hunt was apprehended 5 days later, on November 23, 1985. His capture took place at a bus station located in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Following his return to Maryland, Hunt faced trial. He was convicted of first-degree murder in June 1986. The sentencing phase followed swiftly. In July 1986, Flint Gregory Hunt was sentenced to death. His execution took place 11 years after his sentencing. At the time of his death, Flint Gregory Hunt was 38 years old. Give a like and subscribe. Leave a comment. Flint Gregory Hunt was the third of 5 children in his family. Reports indicate a difficult upbringing. He was reportedly subjected to physical abuse by his mother. This aspect of his childhood is often cited in biographical accounts. His father passed away from alcoholism when Hunt was 17 years old. This event marked another challenge in his formative years. On the day of the crime, November 18, 1985, Officer Vincent J. Adolfo was on patrol in Baltimore. Adolfo was 25 years old at the time. Officer Adolfo observed a suspicious Cadillac vehicle. The car had a missing window, which was covered with plastic. The vehicle contained 4 individuals. This observation prompted Officer Adolfo to investigate further. Upon checking the vehicle's status, Adolfo learned it had been reported stolen. This confirmed his initial suspicions. Officer Adolfo called for backup units. He then began to tail the stolen car, maintaining a safe distance. 2 responding police units established a roadblock ahead of the vehicle's path. This was intended to intercept the suspects. As the Cadillac approached the roadblock, Hunt, who was driving, exited the vehicle. He abandoned the car near the police presence. Hunt immediately fled the scene on foot. He ran into a nearby alleyway to evade capture. Officer Adolfo pursued Hunt into the alley. He continued the chase alone after exiting his patrol car. Adolfo successfully caught up to Hunt in the alley. He managed to capture Hunt and prepared to place him under arrest, attempting to handcuff him. During the process of apprehension, Hunt resisted. He pushed Officer Adolfo back, causing the officer to fall over. While Adolfo was on the ground, Hunt produced a firearm. The weapon was identified as a .357 Magnum revolver. Hunt then shot Officer Adolfo at close range. The first shot struck the officer in the chest. Following the initial shot, Hunt fired again. The second shot hit Officer Adolfo in the back. After shooting the officer twice, Hunt fled the alley. He escaped the scene of the crime. Immediately after the shooting, Hunt went into hiding. He sought to evade the ensuing police manhunt. He contacted a friend shortly after the incident. During this call, he admitted to the murder of the police officer. Hunt asked his friend to take possession of the weapon used in the shooting. This was an attempt to dispose of the evidence. He then went to his sister's home, accompanied by his girlfriend. They sought refuge there temporarily. Hunt and his girlfriend left his sister's home after seeing a television broadcast. The broadcast indicated that he was being sought by authorities for the officer's murder. The following day, Hunt and his girlfriend drove to Camden, New Jersey. They traveled together in an effort to escape the area. During the drive to New Jersey, Hunt confessed to his girlfriend. He admitted to killing Officer Adolfo. Upon reaching Camden, Hunt and his girlfriend parted ways. Their journey together ended there. Hunt then boarded a bus alone. His intended destination was Santa Monica, California. His flight ended on November 23, 1985. He was apprehended at a bus station in Tulsa, Oklahoma. A woman who was also on the bus alerted authorities. She reported Hunt due to behavior she found suspicious. Following his arrest, Hunt was held at a jail in Tulsa. He remained there pending further legal action. He was subsequently extradited back to Maryland. This allowed him to face charges in the jurisdiction where the crime occurred. In addition to the murder charge, Hunt was also charged with handgun offenses. These charges related to his possession and use of the firearm. Flint Gregory Hunt's trial commenced in June 1986. The proceedings took place in Baltimore. After hearing the evidence, a Baltimore jury delivered its verdict. Hunt was convicted of first-degree murder. The sentencing phase occurred the following month. In July 1986, the court determined his punishment. Flint Gregory Hunt was sentenced to death. This sentence was the maximum penalty available under Maryland law for first-degree murder. During his time incarcerated on death row, Hunt underwent personal changes. He spent over a decade awaiting his execution. While awaiting his sentence, he converted to Islam. This spiritual change occurred during his confinement. As his execution date approached, Hunt made specific requests regarding the method. Initially, he requested execution by gas chamber. His stated reason for preferring the gas chamber was controversial. He reportedly wanted his death to appear violent, resembling a murder. However, Hunt later changed his requested method of execution. He switched his preference to lethal injection. The reason provided for this change was to allow family members to witness the execution. He wanted his mother and his bride to be present. Flint Gregory Hunt was executed by lethal injection. The execution took place at the Maryland Penitentiary. Prior to the administration of the lethal drugs, Hunt was permitted to make a final statement. He addressed those present in the execution chamber. His final statement included a prayer. He recited the prayer in Arabic. Flint Gregory Hunt was pronounced dead shortly after the procedure. The official time of death was recorded as 12:25 a.m. His execution marked a significant event in Maryland's history of capital punishment. He was the second person executed in the state since the reinstatement of capital punishment in the United States in 1976. Notably, Flint Gregory Hunt was the first inmate executed involuntarily by the state of Maryland since the reinstatement. The previous execution had been of a volunteer. His death also held broader significance within the national context of capital punishment. Flint Gregory Hunt was the 400th person executed in the United States since the 1976 reinstatement of the death penalty.